Alright. Here I am in Estancia. This is my place right here. Well, it was. I lost it. I don't know who bought it, but I need to find out. I'm having a feeling this has something to do with all these lights around me. Oh, Mr. Paranoid. No. Mr. Realism. It's a drone. House is worth $500,000 almost. Oh, some people say, oh, it's only worth 280. Bullshit crap. 255 to rebuild it. It's $500,000 home almost. 470,000 at peak value condition. And it's got like a little wood shed over here. Little shed. It could be made into a second house. So yeah. I want to lose a fortune here. Real estate's going up. So I'm out here. I got a city ordinance on my ass for scrap yard my dad did like years ago. It's been out there for years. They're just now coming down on me. Why? All because they knew it was up for auction. Well, if I would have sold the house, I probably would have sold it as is. So that would have been on somebody else if I sold it before then. See, I don't think any of this is really fair to anybody. To me, my dad's will. Hell, he willed it, was going to will everything to me before he died and before he met Paul. My dad was a homosexual. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. I don't believe it's right. It's a sin according to the Bible. Because homosexuals, drunkards, and idolaters can't get into heaven. So, I'm not judging nobody. But I'm trying to open up a broadcasting center here. I want to broadcast all denominations speaking biblical. Well, that's because I believe the calling out is to a pure church, to a church that's not speaking outside of biblical teachings. The thing is, I think that the calling out is actually the cleansing of the church. It's the washing of the robe. It's the consummation of the marriage. And also I recognize the fourth commandment as a covenant of God. It's a covenant that he made on the seventh day. And nobody had enough power to override his covenant. Even Christ was not as great as he that sent him. So Christ would have never done it either. But a man named Constantine did it in 321 AD, suggested by Sylvester, the 22nd Bishop of Rome. He did this to unite pagans and Christians together to stop contention. This is a little shed. So it used to be my dad's workshop. So brewmeister in here. Larry, the guy that stayed here, this was his place. Yeah, I'll show you my house later. But anyhow, see how well he took care of it? Disrespecting my dad. And you really think my dad was going to allow him anything? Inheritance? No. He didn't get left nothing, not a penny. His son did, but his son killed my dad. And I was supposed to be the one. I'm the only one that claimed my dad. I've been to see my dad 5 or 6 times. And my older brother, he steps up and says, I don't want to be executor. I'm like, whoa, wait a second. You didn't even talk to Dad. So he waits a year. Says, hey, do you want to do it? And then when I come here and try to do it, I didn't have enough time to save my dad's house. So I'm losing it all now. Probate's not even done. There's things I still need to take care of. I just feel like giving up. I feel like just leaving. Tell them, say, hey, let me go. Just let me leave. Then go back to Indiana and deal with that stuff over there. Well, it's not really nothing. I got a plea bargain. It's a pre-sentence release. I mean, what do you call it? Pretrial diversion. Stay out of trouble. And it disappears. So I haven't really done anything wrong. I mean, I was rhabdomyolysis. Hell, I mean, I blacked out because my incident in 2013, I had rhabdo real bad. Oh, I died, and they brought me back at the hospital. There was nothing in my system at all. Very small traces of THC, that was it. Rhabdomyolysis reoccurs. It comes back. But this time I was working at Caterpillar, making $22 an hour almost, I think. Yeah, it was about 22. And the thing is, I loved that job. I was successful. I was so happy and proud of myself. And out of nowhere, I just up and leave. So I didn't do it consciously. Next thing you noticed, here was a cop coming nude. And wrestling with him a little bit. I would never do that. I would never assault or touch or even resist an officer. I did one time in a vehicle, and they got me with resisting law enforcement with a motor vehicle. Pretty stupid. And it wasn't really resisting. It was trying to get to a lidded area to pull over. God dang it. I'm trying to water my plants. But anyhow, you know, I'm not a resistant type of person. You know, I don't like fighting with anybody. I'm more of a lover than anything. My dad, he just drove me crazy while I was here. So homosexual activity he brought to the garage when I was sleeping out there. I had to deal with it. All of a sudden, I really didn't like to deal with it all. Damn, the house needs fixed. All right. Well, anyhow, so I just decided not to deal with it and leave. And what happened was, Paul he took my old phone and he was recording me, recording my friends and playing it back to him. And I said something to Larry. And he kept doing it and kept doing it. So I said something to my dad. Next thing you know, my dad's getting shot in the head. This is really hard to deal with. Knowing that I'm actually got something that's going to kill me. Rhabdo my house. It's not too friendly. It reoccurs, it comes back. I think you got 1% chance to catch it twice because a lot of people it kills the first time. Because usually when you take care of it, you know how to, once you get it, you get rid of it, you know how to treat it. But hell, I didn't even know I had it. They didn't even diagnosed me. I didn't see the diagnosis. Nobody told me any follow-up. I didn't get no follow-up from the hospital. I'll go get your kidneys checked out. So that's just what I'm dealing with. So that's all right. I don't know why. I haven't done anything. I do know. I feel like something's seriously happening. I mean, hell, my phones, I had to battery reset my phone. I definitely had some kind of malware or something. Somebody was trying to get into my phone, or did. So I took care of that. And it just seems like, people are around here. And this ain't imaginary paranoia. I know I'm not paranoid. I'm a realist. I'm down to earth. And when I have rhabdo, I know it's something. This is like, I went to the hospital and I was like, well, I told Tyler Preston, he was a city cop. I said, Rob, I think it happened again. This is what happened the first time. I feel the same way. Yeah, he was there. He was one of them that helped bring me in. It was fun. Saved my life that day. They were good people. Rob Smith was chief of police, one of my best friends growing up. He was a detective. Worked at the Logansport Police Department. Jay Hirschauer, he's got my records. He'll tell you there was hardly anything, no weed in my system at all. Nothing else. So it wasn't like drugs was the onset. But that's what they look at it like when they don't know the beginning onset. So that's how they try to contort. They haven't done it here. Not yet. It might not. But the thing is, I don't deserve. It seems like they do this for a little bit and they leave up and they back off. Then they leave me alone. It's like a little spook game to see what I do. I don't know. I'm just a little sick of it. It makes me sick of my stomach. I'm tired. I'm wore out. Probably couldn't go to the hospital the next day or two. Hell, I might go tomorrow. Dogs, I keep my dog barking all night. See, he's not even barking right now. You know why? He's so used to those dogs. Those are probably local dogs. Or he's scared of them. I have no idea. He does seem like he's scared of something. Been acting funny. Oh, what's funny? Oh, yeah, you can tell how a dog acts. Well, yeah. He's usually real happy. He don't seem happy right now. He seems upset. I'm gonna run in here and see what's not right. Probably not. Everything's probably right. See, I'm optimistic and a pessimist. But, yeah, hear those dogs in the background. They're never like that. You can come out here yourself, 242 Ice Plant Road, Estancia. After this video, you won't hear that shit at night. Is that whose dogs those are? They're not sleeping. That's right. So those are not individual dogs. Those are probably canines. Well, maybe. More likely. Or somebody that's just having fun, keeping dogs barking at night. I don't know. See? I'm still sitting there. Well, you know, I figure another 3 hours, that thing will be going. Well, it'll be going. Why? Because I can't charge over 5 hours. Something like that, 5 hours. Pretty cool technology. I just looked it up. Where the hell is going? Alright. Everything's fine here. Always. Well, sometimes I've been broken in quite a few times. Shining laser through windows, having fun, whatever. Every now and then I see one couple, you know. I'm not saying all the time, because I don't like it. See, so I got my window, so nobody can shine light through it. This one right here, I done this one with cardboard box, but I mean, it's not because I don't want nobody to see anything in here. I mean, I'm trying to clean it up. See? I mean, it don't look bad. It just cluttered. See, look, what? I'll show you these lights. See those lights? I want to go back a little bit. Okay? I'll show you. I gotta go here. Watch this.